What is up, everybody? How's it going? Thursday night. We're, doing the usual live stream. Hopefully everybody's well. It looks like someone farted and shit their pants, and I don't know, I'd probably deal with that. If that's something you're dealing with right now, I would stop what you're doing and, go deal with that. Old Soul, Jeff, Derek Rose, you're already in here. Good evening. And hopefully, someone can probably tell by what we're going to talk about a little bit. This Texas NXL Lone Star Open layout. We got some gun stuff we can talk about. I updated the, paintball gun scores chart thing. Maybe some Go Sports highlights. Carbon released some interesting stuff. And then the Hormesis Elite Tour version 2? I don't know. Maybe we're calling it International Conquest. I don't know. Yay, Texas. Williamsport, PA. Justin is from. Where is everyone else at? Justin's in Williamsport, home of the Little League World Series. That's kind of cool. That's got to be a kind of fun thing to have in town. You can just go watch Little League for a month. That's kind of fun. Can't wait for the Lone Star Major. It's coming up really quick here. It's kind of crazy how fast there was that turnaround. Tyler in Seattle. Porter's in Texas. We got a lot of Texans. Michigan. Yeah, it was kind of crazy how fast the turnaround is from the first tournament all the way to the second one. Dana's in Richmond. Someone's in a public library. Derek Rose with $100 super chat, dude. Oh, Jesus. Is all my stuff set up? Son of a bitch. Well, Derek, why are my alerts not working? We're gonna we're gonna just pretend, and maybe if I hit this test alert button, something will happen. Something happened. I don't know why it didn't go off. Derek, I appreciate it so much. $100 is freaking crazy, dude. You're one of the people that help support this channel. This week I worked a lot on I want to make a video about the illegal paintball guns we had in the early 2000s or whatever, and spent a lot of work on that. And super chats and stuff like that are the reason I can justify doing those things. Yeah. Let's try to open this again. Derek, thank you. We guess we open up Rhode Island. Travis is in Rhode Island. The Dominican Republic. Is someone out in the DR? I don't know. Let's make this thing restart really fast, and then we're going to whatever. And someone in the chat, who is that, said something about BFP gear. I'm not even sure how to read that name, but we always want to thank BFP gear right there. They help support this channel, just as much as anybody else. So definitely help support BFP Gear. If you want to buy anything, there's links in the description. Or you can just go right over there, bfpgear.com. A longtime supporter of this channel and paintball patrons, we're going to call those people. All kinds of weird computer things are still going on, though, too. All right, we're getting there. So what are we going to talk about first? We're going to talk about the NXL Lone Star layout. Let's switch over here and kind of do two things. I haven't really looked and thought about this too much, but they released yesterday. Not yesterday, I should say. Yeah, yesterday was Wednesday. And let's slow this down a little bit. It's just blazing through these layout images. Let's make them slow down a little bit there. And definitely a change since the last one. I think that the Vegas layout was probably one of the crazier layouts we've ever seen. Being it asymmetrical, something we're not used to. It wasn't a typical mirrored field like we're always seeing, or the Lone Star layout is. So I know that a lot of people are probably excited that it's kind of more old school, traditional, X-ball style field, where there's, back corners, there's a traditional ladder snake, then there's all those Doritos. I don't know. I mean, I personally think I like the Vegas layouts, kinda. You know, I like that kind of wild layout that we're not seeing all the time. Maybe unique layouts like Las Vegas. So I kind of liked that. I did not like the asymmetricalness, though. I really like the mirroredness, how we're normally seeing layouts. But we'll see how this thing plays. It looks like the snake will be very, very easy to make off the break, and there actually is a back center bunker, so there's going to be that little Aztec in back center. And how many snake bunkers are there? So there's a whole bunch. There's one snake, 1, 2, 3, and then there's like the 50 snake. So your side of the snake is pretty much going to have 4 knuckles, but there is technically no actual 50 snake. It's interesting, we're seeing those pins as well. Those pins kind of stacked up in the center. Those 2 pins that are on the inside, kind of the wedges at the center 50 is also very interesting. I assume that that's to help block stuff out. We're going to go over to the Guns Up website here in a little bit, and we'll kind of walk around and look at stuff. We'll see what I would do. Let's just do that right now. Guns Up. And there's links, like I said, there's always links in the descriptions to all of this stuff. So you want to go check out this layout more in depth. If you want to look at the Guns Up website, there's a link in the description to go check that thing out too. So this is kind of cool. I'm kind of bad at navigating with this though sometimes. So let's click into there. And I do know that this is a little bit tall, a little bit short for me. I'm probably, realistically, when I stand about right there. And I was thinking about what I would probably want to do is off the break. I wanted to actually see what it was like to try to run to the 50. So like if we're out in the open right here and say we crouch down, not all the way, but God, I can. I don't know what the actual codes are on these, like the keyboard shortcuts, the commands or whatever. So if we're right here, obviously maybe that center tower right there could shoot you. But they're going to have to kind of shoot over the top, right? Maybe not that center tower, but that tower, if they're running up to it, you could shoot right through there and maybe catch that person running up to the center. Crouch. But I was really kind of curious to see if we could go to the 50 and then maybe just jump over and just go straight to that other side, straight to their 50. See if anyone can really stop that. Because I don't know, you can think that most of the time, like if that guy right there that goes to that that mini W, he's probably not going to be looking inside. He's probably going to stay looking snake side. That Dorito might look inside though. Yeah, but I was just curious if you could go to this and then just go just straight over. See, I hate how it puts me in the air too. Straight over to their side. And that's hard. You can live in this thing too. You can actually live pretty easy as long as they're not in that Dorito, that big Dorito right there, or if they're not far into the snake. Because look at that little mini, the mini W kind of blocks out that snake bunker, and then obviously you can just hide from those two guys. And there's those pins. Yeah, those pins definitely are blocking out the tower and all kinds of stuff, so you can hang out in this area. It will be interesting. Let's go over here. One thing for sure though, there's not really a snake corner. We said there is a snake corner, and technically there is, but it's gonna be really easy to crawl up this snake, I presume. There's not a lot. I mean, there's that tower right there can stop you. Looks like the corner can probably stop you. That wedge could definitely stop you. But if there's, you can get low and crawl, and there's really nothing that's going to stop you going all the way down this snake. And I presume the same thing will be said for the Dorito side, right? Like, if you make this Dorito, obviously you got to watch for all the stuff inside, but Doritos are so much more in a line, though. Obviously, you can see it's harder to just sneak around, but Snake's going to be a big deal. I mean, the Snake looks like it's probably going to be maybe the most critical bunker, and then I'd say these center things. I mean, we've seen that a lot. Really, I think since the evolution of these bigger wedge bunkers like that, that the fields are, becoming more vital in more areas. In the past, it was kind of like just the Snake side was popular. Like, press escape. I did hit escape. Draw. Q? Maybe I hit Q? Oh, there we go. But that's not what I want. Ugh! Okay. What I was saying, yeah, is normally, the Snake side is just so much more critical. It's interesting to see with these big bunkers in the center and then building like these huge structures, just how much more important the center of the field is, which I like. I think it mixes it up. It makes it the game certainly much more difficult when you have to, account for, some people in the center. You got to account for the Dorito side. You got to account for the Snake side. It's no longer just like have guns shoot wide and control the Snake and the Doritos. You got to actually think about what you're going to do with these center guys and if they're going to look into the center or if they're going to look over at the Snake side. So I like it. I like these layouts with these big, huge bunkers in the middle. Although I would like to see a little bit crazier. Like I said, I liked that Vegas layout because it was so kind of wild and crazy. I'd like to see maybe just more wild and crazy layouts. I'm super hot. Who's actually going to go play? Who's actually playing Texas? Let me know in the chat if you're actually going to participate in the tournament. And am I super laggy? Can you even see me right now? Am I lag central? No one's saying yes, it's laggy and laggy and lagging in the chat, so maybe it is. I don't know, man. I gotta figure this computer out. Just like last week, all of a sudden it started getting all wild on us. It's laggy. It might just be laggish when I switch, though, but maybe when I go back. Like when I was talking about the field, was it bad, or just when I switched? I don't know. Laggy. Yep, lagging. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know. Figure it out, I guess. Because normally right now it's like CPU power is just like freaking maxed all the way out, and normally it's not like that. So I don't know. Resource heavy is a little bit laggy. Yeah, it was fighting for its life. Maybe the computer was fighting for its life. Your voice is okay. The image is bad. Well, that's good. I'd rather have the video quality. Now it's completely paused. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not going to touch anything, and I'll just look at the chat. I think if I don't look at the chat, see, yeah, what is going on here? I'm going to try something. I'm going to let's actually switch back over here real fast, and let's close the guns up window. I don't even think it's guns up. It's like, honestly, I don't know what it is. It's something. I'm gonna try to change some video settings. We'll see if this does anything. We're going to lower settings just a slight bit. myself. Okay, anyway. Video stuck, but we still hear you. Yeah, oh gosh. Check the task manager and see what processes are using stuff. Well, I don't have a task manager. I can go to the activity monitor, and it's like OBS. It's just crushing everything, which is, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Looks good to me. I don't know I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. Well, we talked about the layout. We can talk about that. You know, something else that we kind of started here on this YouTube channel. This is probably not the best ad for this or time for this when we're having all these problems. Chris Williams with that super chat though. That $19.99. Even though we're having all these technical difficulties, I appreciate it. And look at this, you know, it works. It's working now. But I've started YouTube memberships here on YouTube. In the past, I was doing Patreon, but you know, I really kind of think it works out a little bit better here on YouTube for a number of reasons, right? I think that it's a little bit easier for me to manage, and there's certainly some better perks that kind of fit better, right? Like we can see in the chat right now, we have Dana. You can see his name's green, so you're gonna get that little green indicator in chat. As well as Chris, but Chris, you can't really see his because it was a super chat. It's a little bit weird, so it's not green. But if you guys would like, definitely check out Paintball Ruined My Life or pbrml.com/memberships will take you directly to join YouTube memberships. Or if you're on an Android phone or if you're on like a desktop computer, you can hit join right next to the subscribe button on that channel page. And you're going to get a few things. So with memberships, like if you go to that link right there, it will take you directly to here like this, and it will say join, and you're gonna get some stuff, right? So there's only 2 different levels for memberships. You have that $3 one, which is really just that supporting role. You do get to use emojis in chat, and you certainly get like that green. There we go. There's my mouse. You get the green and stuff like that in these live streams and, I don't know, regular YouTube comments. But that pro version for the $9.99 or $10 a month, you're going to get early access to new videos. So like there's a video up right now that's not been posted yet about like paintball headwear. There's exclusive members only videos. You're going to get like cool stuff that's not actually made for anything except for members. And then discounted merch, a 15% off discount code to any of the Paintball Ruined My Life merch at the Paintball Ruined My Life merch store, like this hat. I haven't exactly decided out how I'm going to do that discounted merch thing. Yep. And I want to expand this thing, right? Like we were doing giveaways on Patreon. I do want to try to continue that at some point. Just kind of maybe when I get stuff, I'll do random giveaways rather than having them be like once a month or something like that. So I'll probably add that into this pro category. And then also want to try to do live streams, maybe 30 minutes once a month before these typical live streams for those pro members. So if you want to like, you know, think about helping support this channel and make these videos better and just keep them around in general, definitely think about becoming a member here on Patreon or on YouTube. I'm sorry, easily by following that link right there. You can help support actual paintball stuff. That's my merch. That's my members spiel. Dude, I am so hot. I am sweating up a storm in here. Had the air conditioner on for a while too. Yeah, it's pumping out cool air. Yep. Think about membership. It's very, very helpful to the Paintball Ruined My Life experience. What are you guys talking about? Damn that Mac. I don't know. I'd much rather have a Macintosh computer than a Windows computer. I mean, my God. Bam. Some brains. It'll happen when Apple turns on more on-device AI. Google is doing, I don't know what you're talking about. I essentially do have a dedicated streaming computer. That's what you're seeing right now. Anyway, I just saw these the other day and I thought this was kind of cool. Carbon Paintball released their kind of Allen key, hex key kind of thing. They're not that crazy. They're only $10. They're an 8th Allen, so you're going to be able to change the velocity on most paintball guns. I mean, most of the like better good guns at this moment are using that 8th size Allen wrench. They're kind of cool. I mean, if you're a tournament player, maybe you're adjusting your velocity a lot. It's kind of cool that it comes with a little lanyard. You can wear it on your neck. They actually show it right there, shoved in a goggle strap. It's nothing special, but I just liked it. I like these little like high quality, kind of just cool little products from Carbon. They're only $10, and that's all. Carbon Alice. It's cool. I keep wanting to think about like good, cool paintball products that like I could make and sell. So when I see little things like that, it's really cool. Like the Karl Markowski, how he made that like tank tool and stuff, I thought was really cool and really kind of a creative, just good idea. And they're just cool, creative products. Yeah. Whatever my new card gets in, my old card got compromised. Well, that's not good. A dedicated second computer that only runs streams, like a Mac Mini that only runs OBS. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I mean, normally I edit video on my MacBook Pro, so I kind of only ever use this computer for live streams. Although sometimes I'll sit down at it, you know, but for the most part it's only a live streaming computer. That's why I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with it, because I don't really use it that much. Yeah. It's an M1 Mac Mini. It's the like original M1 Mac Minis. And it's been perfect, you know. I actually have it going into some other streaming hardware and stuff that makes it a little bit easier too. Yeah. The experience of a lifetime. I really got to figure out the laggy though, right? It's kind of annoying. I don't know. Too much risk upping velocity at the box. Well, yeah, I for sure wouldn't do it like, you know. You're like 4 seconds from the game and you're like, hopefully my velocity's good. That's definitely not a good idea. It's not obviously, you know, this like Allen, it's definitely not like the craziest thing ever. I think it just looks good. You know, I think it's designed well. I like how it's like orange. It kind of fits their brand. It's cool how it's like that like hexagon or pentagon. Hexagon. That's just an Allen wrench, really. M2 Pro. I don't really know if I have a reason for a faster computer either. Like, there's really no reason. Obviously, we're having problems right now, but I was last week too. But that's not like just buy a new computer, you know. I just figure it out. I'd probably just I might just wipe out the whole thing and just reinstall Mac OS. See how it goes. If it's an 8 gig mini, it needs more RAM. Macs have been eating more resources. I don't think so, though. But that's nothing to do with it. You've been watching live streams on this computer for like 2 and 3 years. You know? It's not like it's been a problem in the past. Delmont with that membership, a pro membership. And you're supposed to get a little alert. I don't know what the heck's going on with all my alerty things today. I would have hoped it would have done like the alert on the screen too. I mean, like, we're having all kinds of issues. I'm gonna start like lagging here because I'm opening up this, and this is definitely a piece of shit software. Anyway, Delmont, long-time fan, first-time caller. I wish we should have phone calls. I actually do have a phone number you can call. It was supposed to look like this, and you know, there was going to be a thing that slid over and didn't do it. I don't know. Oh gosh. Carbon took that idea from Core Sample Paintball. I've never even heard of Core Sample Paintball. Core Sample Paintball. That's a good name though. Oh, let's see. Let's look at Core Sample Paintball's website. Let's search right in this box, Core Sample Paintball. Oh no, have I? No, I don't think I have heard of them. I'm thinking of someone else. Well, they might get in trouble. I know someone that got not like a lawsuit, but I know someone that got a cease and desist letter for ripping off that logo. So I would probably not do that. Shop now. Merch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I really do. I mean, I know someone who got in trouble for it. Okay, it's kind of the same. It's the same kind of concept, at least, for sure. Obviously, the carbon one's a little bit nicer, but they definitely probably got the idea from them. Huh. Core Sample Paintball. Merch. Everyone's got goddamn merch. There's like 4,000 headband companies now. It's insane. Hey, Ghost. What's going on? Santa Cruz doesn't fuck around. They really don't. So, like, I might have that shirt. Nope. Mitch says it's laggy. I don't know when you guys are watching though, so it's kind of hard. If people like rewind and stuff, it's hard. No, I don't have that shirt, but it was a Extreme Paintball. Extreme Paintball. There were stickers and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. What's this one? No. Extreme Paintball here in Sacramento. They did or in Modesto. Owners of BFP Gear. BFP Gear and Extreme are the same thing. They actually like had a logo similar to the Santa Cruz logo, and they got in trouble. They were like, hey, don't do that. Core Sample also has 2 sizes, so they fit Luxes also. I know, I was wondering that. I was like, that 8th size, the Lux, I don't know what size it is. It's like 1 size above that. What's the Lux one? I freaking hate fractions. I don't know. Who cares? Ruthless has been using the Santa Cruz logo for a while, too. That's interesting. Ruthless doesn't like me, I don't think. They blocked me on the internet. Who cares? I don't. We can talk about these. This is something we've been sort of keeping up on. If anyone's following this channel for, 45 years or however long we've been doing it, I have this handy dandy. Let's actually go to the real chart. If you actually want to see this, you can go to pbrml.com/scores, or there's a link in the description of this video as well. So every single gun that I've ever reviewed on this channel is in this list. This is my opinion, certainly, on kind of how these guns all class out together, or how they rank against each other. We can see all the categories. We have sound, kick, efficiency, ergonomics, reliability, ease of use, features, value, desirability. And then you're getting that total score right there, as well as weight. And I did the weight today. Well, I've had the weight forever, but today I noticed the lightest gun ever reviewed is going to be the Shocker CVO. It's the lightest, but it's kind of far down on the overall list. It's like right smack in the middle, pretty much. And I don't know, I just thought we'd go over some of them. The newest thing we've added to this was the Lux Idol. And you can see it's kind of close to the TM40. What changes? What changes mainly did I say they were? So if we do that, we have the Lux Idol on the top row. So kick, yeah, I do think it kicks a little bit less. It really kind of does. Air efficiency, from what I've seen, is maybe a little bit worse. Probably not as good as the TM40. Ergonomics are, essentially the same. The reliability should be about the same. Ease of use, I mean, these guns are probably some of the easiest to use, mainly because they're so toolless and they come apart so easy and all that stuff. And, you know, thinking about it, maybe I should take these down. Maybe that should be a little bit lower. That's the Ether 3. Let's mark those easier. Pretty much all exactly the same across the board. I think that the only two things we changed here are going to be kick and efficiency. Although efficiency is probably going to be negligible. It's not too much different. And the idle definitely weighs more. I mean, you know, freaking grams. And I think that, you know, out of all the paintball guns, the Ether 3M is the top dog. It's got that highest score of 72, but maybe a 71. You know, I could see actually making that ease of use an 8. Because I think if the idle is a 9, I feel that like these other guns, maybe like the CS2, CS3, Ether 3M should probably be like an 8. Mainly because they don't have like the toolless frame, so it's not as easy to take apart, we'll say. But a lot of these Planet Eclipse guns are really just kicking ass in this value category. You know, you can see the Ether 3M is only $400, so extremely good value. The Ether 3 is $550, so it's a really, really good value, as well as the original, or not the original, but the Ether 2, also very good value. There's other stuff that's a good value too, like the Tippmann Kronos, but you know, the Kronos is not the greatest. Like nobody wants the Kronos, it kind of kicks a lot and it's a wacky gun. So Planet Eclipse definitely rounding out the top of these, but that DSR is creeping in there. DSRs just shoot so well. You can see how it's the only gun I put on an 8. I think the DSR Plus right now is the quietest and the least kicky paintball gun you can buy. I kind of wish it was like 2% bigger or something like that. Like a foregrip was like maybe like 10 to 15% better or something like that. Somewhere in there. Those are paintball gun scores. You can go check them out, you know, if you want. They're over there. They're there on the internet. How was that? Was that all choppy and laggy? Probably a little bit, huh? I bet it was. Delmont with that membership. You're freaking awesome. I have way too many guns. Here's another little ad we'll plop up for a little bit. If you want to join on Discord, you can check out Discord. You just got to follow that link right there. There's links in all of these little banners that are pretty easy to follow. You can join over on Discord. You can go buy merch. I have way too many guns, Jeff says. I don't really have any paintball guns. You know, I've never really had a lot. You know, even when I was playing like twice, 3 times a week, I still only ever had maybe like 2 paintball guns. I don't know. I just was never into collecting them, and honestly, just never really had the money to just have them sit around and kind of just not be used. If I wasn't using the thing, I always wanted to sell it and trade it to get something else, or sell it for rent or food, or, you know, I don't know. Who knows? Yep. I just have nothing of value, we'll say. I definitely have like 7 paintball guns, but like half of them don't work, and they're probably collectively worth $1,000, so it's not like, you know, too crazy. My EMEX, the coolest thing I have. I also find it weird for me to own stuff. You know, I'm using like weird guns all the time. Like the last like month I've been using that Lux Idol. So it's weird for me to even have anything. I'm just kind of like using weird stuff so much. Yep. What else we can talk about? I'm running through stuff so fast. We have the Hormesis. What are they actually calling this thing? They're calling it the Hormesis. The World Tour. The Hormesis Elite 1v1 World Tour. They are searching for the best in the world. So last year, Oliver Lang, formerly of Dynasty, Hormesis owner, did their, like, I don't know, Hormesis tour, where they kind of played two different one-on-one formats. They had a joust format, and then they had the duel. The joust is like a big, huge team. They're like 30 on 30, but it's all one-on-ones. So just one player plays, and then they send out somebody else and they play, and it's kind of like this big, huge one-on-one. And then the duel is just straight up one-on-ones. I think that they play for about 20 minutes, and whoever has the most, one-on-one victories at the end of that 20 minutes will win. But they're going all over the world this year. They're going to go to Thailand 2 times this year. They're going to go to Bangkok, Thailand. They're going to go to the UK in June at CPPS Paintball, a very, very nice paintball field. I think in like Birmingham, England. North Carolina, so Charlotte, North Carolina for Paintball Central. Germany in July, and then August they'll be in Canada, Alabama at the end of August, then at SC Village in California at the end of September, and then in Mexico the beginning of October, and then all the way back for Thailand will be the grand finale. And that grand finale you get invited to take part in. And they'll have other events there too. I imagine they'll be doing the bigger, not only the duel you have to get invited to. The joust, they'll probably, let anybody come. And they're giving away $15,000 this year. So if you win, say you win the event in North Carolina or, the event in Spielberg, Germany, you get invited to take place in the grand finale that will be taking place in Thailand in December. It's obviously a hell of a journey to get there from, North Carolina or something, but you can do it. If you win that North Carolina, you can go to that grand finale and have an opportunity to win $15,000, which is really cool. Last time they gave away $10,000, and them upping it this time makes it even better. I'm a huge fan of these one-on-ones. We've talked about it before. I really like the action it gives us. It makes the cameras really easy. It's really easy to follow that kind of stuff just because, there's only 2 guys. So I'm a big fan of the one-on-one. So I really am happy that I'm very happy that they brought the one-on-ones and stuff back. Someone said in the chat they misspelled Thailand. MLG, they misspelled Thailand, and they also misspelled some other stuff. There were a couple typos I had to fix in this thing. What was the other one? I don't remember. Maybe there weren't any more. There's an odd capitalization in the sports. Anyway, none of that's really that important. Do they allow spectators, Nate? Yeah, of course. I imagine, for sure. Yeah. I mean, when's the SC Village one? That's a good point. Nate lives out there. Oh, that's not the right one. He lives out there by SC Village. SC Village is September 28th through the 29th, so kind of a ways away. Oh, there we go. United Kingdom. That's right. I was like, there's a couple other ones. I remember copying the information, and it was all like spell checky for me. It was like, hey, this is wrong and this is wrong, and I was like, what? Anyway. The 2025 Universal Universe Tour. Damn, it is already 2024. Jesus Christ. The time's flying by. It used to feel like 2030 felt like the future. But it's coming up on us here. Dana, on DSR Plus Icon Edition, do these cuts on the top of the body in front of the feed neck go through to the barrel back? Yes. Yeah, so they like cut all the way through. Like right there. Those like lines, whatever. Yeah, you can see through it, so you can see the actual barrel. Yeah. Right? I'm like 99.9% positive on that. I kind of like it. I mean, it's really just kind of like the old autocockers. People were doing that back in the day with autocockers, and it's kind of like a carryover or whatever from back in the day. Yeah, I don't know. Make sure you give the live stream a like. If we're watching this thing, you know, give it a like. Give the live stream a like. If you're watching videos also, you know, give the videos a like as well. It really does help when people leave comments and stuff and like stuff and actually engage with things. I know it's typical of YouTuber to say that, but there's a reason why stereotypes and things are all a thing, because they're real, you know. It seems like a good place for dirt to go. Yeah, but it's like wide open, so like you take the barrel off of there and it's kind of like clean. I mean, I don't know. It's probably not too bad. I really like those icon guns. I think they're pretty cool. I'm a fan of them. I'm a fan. I don't know. That's all my stuff I want to talk about today. I got some Go Sports highlights. Go Sports has been uploading some highlights to their YouTube channel. Let's just watch some of those. I got two of them right here with a Red Legion, Russian one, and the Hurricanes. This like cable is tight. It's all wrapped around something weird. Go Sports. And you can find all these, like I say, in the description of Das channel to watch highlights or watch more highlights, really. I mean, we'll only watch these couple, but there's way more you can actually watch. Schwartz with a $19.99 super chat. Oh, look at that. I forgot we had the smoke. Ooh, I heard like I could hear it in my headphones. Weird. Whoa. What's the plan for dinner tonight? God, I don't know. I actually ate like 2 hours ago, so I'm not even hungry tonight. And I don't know what's happening, so I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know at all. I haven't really even thought about it. Normally I'm thinking about it by now. I'm like, God. Dude, I felt terrible today though, so I didn't eat much last night, so I like gorged on food half the day. Super chat. We'll do the like. Am I gonna get a reactions? Nope. Let's watch this. It's probably gonna like literally break the computer though, so we'll see how it goes. I haven't watched these either, so I don't really know what these are.
Always playing more of the one position, you know, more offensively oriented for Red Legion, but it's going to be tough for him to pull out as many games as he usually does in that position. Oh, Dynasty dropped another body. Dropped another body, Maddie.
So what are we watching even? Let's do this. Let's quality. Let's just make sure it's at 720 so we don't kill the computer.
And another.
Who is getting these kills?
It's got to be someone in the middle we can't see, Matt.
Oh, it's Kirill. So Kirill.
Oh, I remember this game. Yeah, Kirill was just chopping people down.
With a little bit of a maybe green.
He like shot everybody, but I actually preferred the beginning of this. I think that first like first point he was at like.
I love that Malloy's playing more of the one position, you know, more often.
See, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, you know, we have the new layout, right? So like the new layout came out, and we've got, you know, this layout now, and this is what I like about these snake beams, right? How, you know, originally when this, you know, all these snake beams came out, they like announced, you know, the snake beams, and everyone's like, oh my God, 14 snake beams, I'm gonna kill myself now, you know, take my unborn children or whatever. God damn it. And everyone hated it and freaked out. And it's like, we don't have to use all the snake beams. Like, how many beams are in this snake? So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 snake beams. 10. There's 10 beams in the snake. But I like the ones in the center, right? And I like them because of this. You know, you can see what Kirill does right here. Kirill is in the very center at that number 1 position. They've highlighted that 1 position. And see where he is right now? You know, he's at that other brick. And because of those beams, he's able to, like, retreat and get better angles and stuff on people. So I really like that. I think it makes it more interesting to watch. And the better players will do better because they can do all that shifting around.
Oh, it's Kirill.
And him, you know, him moving is what's allowing him to get all these shots on these guys, too.
And another.
Who is getting these kills?
It's got to be someone in the middle we can't see, Matt.
Oh, it's Kirill. So Kirill
in the center 50.
With a little bit of a 3-pack. I don't think Dynasty had any idea that Kirill had filtered up into that spot because
the Russians got everything they wanted off the break. Now they're just connecting. We're going to find out where the last 2 bodies are and work them out the smart way. Sergey coming up the field. It's really just a matter of time, barring a major penalty on the Russians.
I'm going to turn my head off, maybe.
Ooh,
oh,
Sergey putting the pinch on the Aztec, gets the kill.
5-on-1.
What an awesome match. Does look like it's going to be Legion. And they get that last, so a little 2-pack to close here for Sergey, so nice go.
It's crazy, too, looking at, like, some of the stats from, like, the Paintball stats guys on Instagram, like, who Patrick McKenna and Sam Monville, I believe the 2 main guys in that. And, you know, watching all these stats, it's kind of crazy that the Russian guys, they're starting guys like Sergey and Karzalev and Bridnikov, Kirill, played every single point in Vegas.
There's a favor. I was like, wait a minute. The Russians are playing more aggressively. I think they have an advantage. Yeah, you're right. Urena left early too, but they didn't catch him. 4-on-5 advantage for Impact.
Legion with a big bite up the middle. Krill's all the way onto Impact's side, trying to cut that lane down.
It gets Dalton in the corner.
Yeah, he shoots Dalton. He's going to wrap around, and it's going to have a little bit more
gets
freedom.
Another.
Yeah, 2-pack here for Kirill. That's going to give them the advantage now.
Looking like Red Legion might be going forward. Impact's going to have to pull this out. Good move out there, just the god.
Oh, and then Kirill with the 3-pack. That's definitely going on the move.
See, these are the highlights that, like, I don't ever normally show some of these highlights because it's so hard to actually see what's happening. You know, I like to, I would always cut the highlights up for, to show typically on the live stream where we can actually see what's happening a little bit better.
He's got bodies or a body in front of him,
like,
though.
This is a good one.
Last Camps and Snake one. Here comes Malloy's bats a 50 right now, dodges the stream, and wraps around trying to put pressure on that Aztec. If he head checks back inside, he's going to get a free kill cross field here, Todd. But it looks like that
somebody shot that guy.
Karzalev, maybe Sergey.
All right, those not all those highlights.
Matter, though, as those are the last couple bodies for Blast Camp.
Let's watch the Hurricanes one. The Hurricanes are like, you know, that new up-and-coming, like, exciting paintball team. Everyone's rooting for the Hurricanes. Played so well this whole tournament.
In the best position possible. Yeah, super long point here. 8:30 now on the clock. Guys running out of paint.
It's kind of good for both of these guys, right? Both of these teams like this kind of 3-on-1 advantage now for Hurricane.
Ooh,
Brian Smith getting shot, I think.
Yeah, I think it's. Yep. Yeah, Stuart Ridgel making.
See, like that highlight, like it's like all right.
On Edwards.
What happened there?
So where is everyone looking?
I like it though. I mean, I'm very happy that they're putting the highlights and stuff online at least.
And then Jason thought he shot him, so didn't though. So here's it from an opposite angle. Looks like Jason had the drop in on him, and so Stuart was trying to get the. So he got the shot on Smith first, then gets the shot in on Jason. Jason complaining, saying that he shot him, and then he goes to finish it off to complete the 3.
Finish him.
Jacob.
To shoot the snake guy.
Russell back's going to come through. He's going to get 1, doesn't get 2. Barrett might be trading.
I thought this was a Hurricanes one.
He
oh,
does.
look
no
at that.
penalty assessed, but here comes Ryan Hall up the middle of the field with, looks like Jonah Jamrose on the close.
1-on-1.
The Hurricanes.
Oh, but it's not going to be enough time. It's Brett Messer, but he's not going to have enough time, so the Hurricane's going to be just
holding it off.
A bend don't break moment. Chaotic close there for Infamous.
Nobody saw that dream.
Yeah, they slept on that back corner, Rich, and he was the stopgap safety valve that saved that point.
Okay, I don't know. That's not too exciting. We're getting out of that. Brad, you should check. Oh, I forgot to hit the wrong button there. Brad, you should check out the 2024 NEXL Big Brain Award. How do I find that? There's a spider on my camera. Woo. Okay, let's see if we can find it really fast. I think I found it. It's really long, though. I think this is it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's check it out. The 2024 NEXL Event 1 Big Brain Award. Okay. Audio is not that high. Finally, I was like, is he not?
All right, welcome to the 2024 season. First event with a D4. I'm sorry, D3. I don't want to tell you D3. I'm Matt Falby. I'm here with Matt Gemma. As we did all last year, I have something I call the Big Brain Play of the Day Award.
Is this the video?
I don't know whether it makes me proud or makes me shameful that I'm about to give it to Matt Gemma of all people. Gemma had a great game against Storm, correct, where he was the last player left alive. He kind of went what I like to call trapdoor spider mode, or landmine mode, where he went real silent. I'm actually going to let you tell me what you saw and what you did.
I really didn't see anything. I had no clue anybody was left.
This is on video.
Oh, sorry.
Make yourself sound smarter.
No. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, there's got to be one body left. I'm like, I'm just going to sit here, don't touch the bunker, and pray to God somebody doesn't run around my back. And sure enough, I did a couple of the head checks, and Sean Callahan just strutted right up the field and was like, whack, right to the belly button.
And Sean was so defeated. So defeated. He was so close to the buzzer. Matt blew him up. Turns around, Matt goes down, hits the buzzer, wins the game for himself. There's a good exchange between the two. It's actually a really, really smart play. So, for starters,
I've definitely all tried that.
Award of the day. Congratulations, Matt. However, as is my tradition, he has a chance to upgrade to the Evil Genius player.
Do I get to keep the little one?
Yeah, maybe. We'll negotiate that later. All right, so we have 4 different trivia questions that you have a chance. So you got to be smarter than just paintball smart, right? People might believe you're paintball smart. Not many people will believe you're actual smart.
What does he
smart.
get from answering the questions?
We have science, Bible. I knew he wasn't going to go Bible. We're here on a Sunday. Entertainment, geography.
This is my church.
He's going entertainment.
I'd go science or geography.
All right, here. Ready?
Sure.
Nervous?
A little bit.
Yeah, you probably should be. All right.
Does he have to answer 3?
I'll read it twice just in case. On the animated show The Simpsons, the character Krusty the Clown owns what chain of fast food restaurants? A, McKrusty's. B, Krusty Burger. C,
Burger.
Krusty King. Or D,
Right?
McKrusty's.
Krusty Burger.
I'll read it again while you think. On the animated show The Simpsons, the character Krusty the Clown owns what chain of fast food restaurants? A, McKrusty's. B, Krusty Burger. C, Krusty King. Or D, McKrusty's.
B.
You're going B, Krusty Burger. He's going B, Krusty Burger.
Right?
He's right. It's Krusty Burger. Congratulations!
Oh, I wanted more trivia.
Congratulations,
Everybody
Matt
watches
Gemma.
The Simpsons.
He's a damn good player and a smart player. Congratulations. Good work. Thank you.
Gotta love those, like, New England paintball fields, though. It's all beautiful and trees. Minor penalty. Here it is. The moment of truth. I want to do a paintball game show. I've even looked into doing that. Paintball game show. Bam. It's pretty good. I like the USA bunkers too. Those are pretty cool. USA paintball. Go back. Here we go. Should have been more questions. Yeah, I wanted to do like a paintball game show. I have all kinds of ideas, guys. We don't have any money. So if you want to, help support this channel ever, go to Discord maybe. Or think about becoming a member here on YouTube. It's really easy. You can hit a join button, or there's a little banner coming up here that'll give you a link to help support this channel. Because I would love to do all kinds of crazy stuff. I really would like to do a game show. I've thought all about it, like getting buzzers and like what kind of questions and categories. I think it'd be really cool. We could build like podiums and stuff. The problem is I don't have anywhere to do it. I don't have like the space. I need like a big ass like room, because we got to have like multiple people and all kinds of stuff going on. And it'd be a ton of money, I can't invest $1,000 or $1,500 in like production costs just to make a paintball game show. But someday we will, if we can get this YouTube memberships to 100 people, that would be awesome. Derek Rose, the price is right. Those YouTube memberships right there. I would love it. I think it'd be really fun. It'd be so cool. I think I'd probably rather do it like Jeopardy. How you'd have like different categories and how you can like pick and all kinds of stuff. You could pick, which category you want, and obviously there'd be certain ones that are worth more money and all kinds of stuff. So yeah. Do it at the field and make dudes play one-on-one to see who answers questions. I don't know. We totally could do it at the field, though. We could totally have like some sort of like trivia thing where I like walk around and we like just have people answer questions for prizes or something. I would like to be able to give people money or something too, because it just makes it a little bit more interesting. Answer these 5 questions and win $100, or answer these 5 questions and win a hopper. Win this, Spire 5, or whatever. That'd be kind of cool. Who knows? Game show would be a good add-on to all the new stuff we have, like Instagram stats, etc. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. Schwartz with the goddamn membership. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know why the like notification thing's not working, but we're gonna hit this one and pretend like it is your name on this button. Just pretend like your name pops up right here. Maybe it's not gonna. Just pretend your name is Ichigo? Because I don't know why that's not working. I don't know why it's not working. It sure did make my computer grind to a halt, though. Maybe we're going to look into redoing it completely. Memberships, guys, I mean, literally, they're extremely, extremely helpful. Life has gotten really expensive, and that's all. Someone said something about the Merv Griffin set. Holy shit, just buy the old Merv Griffin set like Kramer did. That's in the later years of Seinfeld. And people kind of hate on the later years of Seinfeld. And I don't know why they hate on the later years of Seinfeld. There we go. Garrett Maxwell. Who the heck said G-Max? Something about Chipley? Derek Rose. Anyone heard if Jason Chipley or G-Mac, Garrett Maxwell, still play? I would be shocked if Garrett Maxwell plays paintball, though. I don't know if Jason still plays. I mean, obviously Chipley, You know, I know Chipley still makes stuff, but I don't know if he's playing paintball still. Chipley doesn't seem to make paintball gear. I think they do like custom. I'm not 100% sure, but I was talking to someone at the paintball field 2 weeks ago or something. We were talking about CCM guns, and you got to get on a list or something like that. But it's been kind of difficult and weird to get those guns for a long time, so I don't know. I mean, guys have been known to wait on lists for 2 and 3 years just to get guns from them, so I don't know. Season 9 is some of the best episodes on the show. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Because Larry David left the last 2 seasons, so he wasn't there for, what, seasons 8 and 9? But it's like, if you look at the title, like, look at all the shows, and it's like, the Butter Shave is on that one. Like, season 9 is the Butter Shave. Serenity Now's on there. Merv Griffin show. The Slicer, when Kramer borrows that meat slicer. There's, I don't know, Reverse Peephole. They're not that bad. The Frogger episodes in there, the Puerto Rican Day Parade, the Chronicles. You know, it's good stuff. Anyway, what about Seinfeld? Yeah, I guess he waits for the list to be full to do runs. That would make sense, huh? Because you wouldn't, yeah, that would make sense. So you want to get, like, you want to make 100 bodies or however many bodies they're making at a time. Huh. Porter, who's the best guest comedian on Kill Tony? Just getting into the podcast and watching some past episodes. Well, there we go. I could talk about Kill Tony for a while. I think my favorite guest is Jay Okerson. Big Jay Okerson. You know, I like the guests that I like the guests on Kill Tony that are just funny. You know, obviously they have to be funny. But I like the guests that get the show too, because some people they're not good at talking shit to people. Like, I couldn't be a good guest on that show because I don't feel comfortable just like ripping on people and, like, you know, talking shit. So I like the guests that kind of get it too, that are good at doing that. And Jay does a fantastic job. I think Jay Okerson. Yeah, Jay's probably my favorite guest, I would say. I literally just thought of Dan Soder. Someone there was like, Dan Soder, because Dan Soder's really good at, like, talking shit and having fun too. And there's so many good guests. It's hard to say one's the best. But when I've thought about it, I think that Okerson's probably my favorite guest. Yeah. Inception slowed way down on Cocker and Sniper Body production too. Yee, for sure. I think mainly because there's been so much more competition. I mean, there's so many more companies manufacturing, like, Cocker stuff now. You know, you think that, like, when Inception started in, like, 2010 or whatever it was, there weren't a lot of, like, autococker things out there. And now there are tons of companies that have kind of brought back autocockers. So it's probably been just the competition thing they're dealing with. You know, I mean, we got all this free flow stuff, and well, I don't know. There's all kinds of different options out there for cockers, so it's a little bit maybe difficult. I like Shane Gillis and McCusker. Yeah, they're good. They're good for sure. Shane's really good. McCusker was really good too. I think it was his first time on the show a couple months ago or something like that. Yeah. Brad, do you do any other activities you enjoy doing? Do you have any other activities you enjoy doing? Golly. You know, not that much recently. I mean, yeah, for sure, but I just haven't been doing them. You know, I certainly like being outside. So I like road bikes, like I like cycling. I mean, I probably work out for 45 minutes a day. I like working out. I like backpacking and going on hikes and stuff. I like outdoorsy things like fishing and all that stuff. But I haven't really done a lot of things these last couple of years. I'm going to try to this year. We're going to try to. My body feel like it's been falling apart, so it's kind of been limited. So yeah, there's some things. I like a lot of stuff too, you know, like I'd like to get into kayaking and that kind of stuff. I bet Brad's a bowler. Nope. I can bowl. Who can't bowl though? I mean, it's not like that hard. I laugh because I had some friends when we were probably like, I don't know, probably like in junior high, maybe something like that, you know, so like 11, 12, somewhere around there. And they were in a bowling league, and they'd go bowling every day. They'd walk to the bowling alley, like was down the street from our house, and they'd go bowling every single day. It was kind of funny. That didn't last very long. I'd go to the bowling alley and play like video games. That's what I'd do. I'd go play Initial D or some nonsense. Yep. We're talking about Ben's talking about this the triad. You know, I thought about the triad today. I feel bad they keep trying to make the triad. You know, I don't know, dude. You know what I thought's crazy is, yeah, they were supposed to release it in March. Like, wasn't it supposed to be out by now? JT Triad Hopper. Triad. The Triad over on BFP Gear now says early April. And, you know, it's mid-April, but I originally thought that said March of this year. It seems like every March, it's like an annual thing. They're going to release the Triad in March. But that's not happened. I actually like it. I don't think it's a bad hopper. You know, I've held the thing. I've taken it apart. I've not used one. It feels well made. You know, I like it. It's really kind of like a better made version of the Z2. And the Z2 was like a kind of a fine hopper. There weren't really any problems with it. It was the shells were a little wacky. But I don't know. I kind of like the way they're put together and stuff. Somebody says, Triad sounds like a Velocity. It's loud as fuck and has a low pitch groan. That is very possible. I haven't ever actually, like I said, I've not actually like used one or shot one. I don't know. I actually like it. It just kind of sucks they can't release it, and it's also weird. You know, we saw the Bunker King Control 2 hopper in Las Vegas, like, you know, a month ago, and those things aren't even supposed to be out until late May or something like that. So they like show the hopper off, but they're not going to release it for like another 3 months, which kind of sucks. Yeah. Anus put a video. It's longer than the Mini. Yeah, I could see that. That's funny. That is kind of weird. That is funny. But the Mini's like retarded small though. I mean, that thing's like the size of a pistol or something, like a handgun. A lot of guys shoot brass in my area, so like real guns. In my area, I think most of them modded for freak inserts, like brass. What do you mean by brass? Like old ass pump guns? I don't know. I'm looking at my notes to see if we've got anything cool to talk about. Yeah, I think we should like the video. Make sure to like the live stream, guys. I'm gonna keep harping on people to like the live stream and maybe leave some comments on other videos. It's helpful. Like, stop, go like the live stream. PMI guns, yeah, that's kind of what I thought about. I thought about like old pump guns, so PGPs and the like. Yeah, I thought about brass too, and I think about like actual like bullets, you know, like actual like shell casings. So I'm like, huh. But yeah, it's just the first thing that popped in my mind. Actually soldered brass tube paintball guns. So like a blazer or like a, I don't know. Are blazers brass? Yeah, you could probably get blazers in brass. Blazers or something like that. I don't know a ton about all the old paintball guns. It's kind of like I know about the stuff that was released when I started playing, because it's just, you know, it's been around, but the stuff that's old, I just don't care that much about. Tyler Young, have you ever thought about writing a paintball book? No. Would anyone buy it? Like on what? No, there's no money in that. I can't imagine spending the time to write a book about paintball stuff. Jesus. I mean, I know how much is involved with these YouTube videos, and I can't imagine like how much would be involved with making an actual, like, writing an actual book. You know, like this next video that's coming out, like this is I'm gonna try to shrink this video. I'm gonna try to shrink this video, or shrink this window down, and we'll put it over here. So this is what I've been working on. Not that, that's the browser. I was trying to grab the window and open it. This is what I have been working on. This is kind of like the working title. The illegal guns that changed paintball, or something like that. Here's some other titles. The illegal guns that changed paintball forever. The illegal paintball guns that made paintball history. The banned paintball guns that redefined the game. Those are all like working titles. And these are some questions that we probably want to answer. I have references that we got to make. We have quotes from people we're going to try to use. We actually wrote out a whole storyline. So this is going to be the beginning of this video, and it's going to rotate all the way around here. But the really thing that took the most amount of time, I wanted to make like a timeline. So this is all the research that goes into these videos. That's why I was like, your guys' support is very much appreciative. This will be a timeline that's probably going to help me tell the story of cheating illegal paintball guns. This took goddamn forever, though. These are all the different firing modes in all the different leagues since 2001. So we went uncapped semi, really, and then 2004 is when we started to get a little weird. The PSP went to 15 balls ramping, as well as the NXL that year. So I need to figure that out, actually. But then the NPPL at one point, they switched to 15 semi, and I've got all the other variations in rate of fire. Remember we did 13.3 for those 2 years. Then we did 12.5 for a really long time. And then I forgot all about that the Pro Division went to 10.2 before the divisional teams. And then the year after that, they did that stupid true semi thing. Then the PSP died and the NXL took over. Yeah, it's crazy to think that, like, this is the work that I do on current videos, right? And, you know, I used to make videos. I used to make, like, I was doing like 2 or 3 a week. And, you know, I would just sit down in front of the camera and talk. So I was able to, like, bang videos out. And now it's like, it's just so much more work, you know? It takes so much longer. It's like I want to increase the amount of videos that I make, but at the same time, it's like, goddamn, I can't really get too crazy with it. Like, let's look at like an old video. We're gonna find an old Paintball Ruin My Life video, and we're gonna watch it. Why is Billy not Billy Corgan? Is that Billy? That's Billy Corgan, right? That's his name. On the Dookie cover. Go. I gotta be in the right freaking window. Go. I don't really want to watch the live stream. Oldest. Like, look at this Vio Ascent video. You know, I'm gonna turn the audio down because I sound like a goddamn goon. I don't even, you know, I don't have anything planned in this entire video. I just, like, sit down and start riffing. And I don't know, you know, I don't know what's better. I really don't. Like, you know, obviously these videos have some sort of views, but I certainly, I've thought about this a lot last week. I certainly enjoy, so here's some members only videos if you guys want to watch member only videos. If you are a member here on YouTube. You know, I certainly prefer the quality of these things more. I've thought about quality or quantity, and I think that just me in general, I I certainly want to lean toward quality more than just like pumping stuff out. So I don't know. I was just thinking about how much more time these goddamn videos take now, you know? It's crazy how much more time they take. Rather than just 30 minutes like they took before. Now I'm spending all day and all month doing it. Anyway. The OG NXL, yes. Nate, start making videos with AI Brad. You know, I kind of have. I mean, I haven't fully done that yet, but I have definitely started messing around with all kinds of like video editing and all kinds of stuff. So, I don't know. There's some AI Brad in the next video. Yeah, I would switch gun for marker in the title. YouTube might shadow ban you. That's not happening. Don't worry about that. That's not happening. I don't think shadow banning's not real. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends how you define shadow banning. I define it as like you're not making the right stuff for a platform, so it's not like promoting stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Promise. NXL was uncapped full auto. They stopped that immediately. When was it uncapped full auto? You know, it's really hard to find some of these rate of fire things. Like, I couldn't really find actual information on some of this stuff, you know, because it was so long ago. Like, I can't really find it. I mean, I know that the NXL, the original NXL, not this current version of it, I don't know, but there's somewhere where they were talking in 2005. I have the thing somewhere in 2005 or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I think it was semi-auto. I think the NXL was. You know what I remember, right, before I started looking into all the like rate of fire timeline stuff, I would have thought that it was 15 full auto since its inception, but I think that it was semi-auto at some point. So shot theory, this guy Dan Holiday, he might have played. Never was when I was in the NXL. We first all had cheater guns. Then it was 15, 3-shot semi, then full auto. That's what I remember. Because I remember, like, originally it was, I mean, I don't really remember, but from what I've, like, researched, when the NXL first started in 2003, it was semi-auto uncapped. But, you know, uncapped, you know, it was all the cheating guns. That's what this whole video is about. So in 2004, though, there was talk about what they should do, what the NXL should do about all the cheating guns they had. And then that also brought on the PSP to switch to ramping the following year. So I think the NXL switched to ramping either halfway through 2024, halfway through 2004, or at the beginning of 2005. Because 2004 was when they had all that drama with, like, Infamous leaving and all this stuff. I don't know. The semi at first, I just have to figure out when it actually changed from semi to ramp. Because I think it might have been in the middle of the year. I don't know. I'll figure it out. That's the only, like, hole in this, like, thing I gotta investigate. And I don't really trust anybody either. Like, I thought about, like, asking people, but I don't really trust them. I want to see it, like, written down somewhere in the past when it was currently happening. Because, like, I don't know. I totally, you know, I played in 2004. I've played 2005. I played in 2007, 2006. Like I played a bunch of these years, and I thought it was always ramping. Like my memory's so bad, I don't really remember playing semi-auto in the PSP. So confusing. Yeah. Go ask Baines next time you're at the field. He's not gonna know. He definitely won't know. He'll be like, we weren't using pump guns. They were cap guys rolling with Bob's guys. Yeah, for sure. Dave's not going to know. And it's hard to know, too, because everybody kind of had cheating guns. It wasn't like we were all using, like, a set thing or whatever. I don't know. Detroit Strange. That's right. ESPN. I was at that tournament, at least. I have that in my timeline. That was... Oh, maybe I don't have that in my timeline. I have the original ESPN from 1995. I'm pretty sure I was at that tournament where they was on ESPN, and that's where they filmed that one movie too. Didn't they film like some Matthew McConaughey movie at that tournament? And they like tipped over the X, and they like smoke grenades on the field. Yep. You had to appear like you were pulling the trigger. It was so weird. But that's what I want to try to make this. That's what this video is going to be about. Dan Holiday, I might contact you outside of this and see if you want to do a quick interview or something like that to maybe talk about cheater boards and guns. I think we've even talked about that in like past live streams too. I'm putting together a video called The Illegal Guns That Changed Paintball Forever. And it's just going to be about all the cheating stuff. All the failure to launch. There we go. I remember that tournament. I definitely remember that tournament. It was crazy when they had all the like crazy crane. They had all those boom cranes and all the actual TV stuff there. It was really cool. What are you talking about? I'm not talking about events. We would see things here when they were in pre-release or pre-launch. I don't know. Strange had a free flow matrix at one point. I don't know. Didn't Strange all have smart parts stuff? It would have been all smart parts stuff, right? At the time. It was so weird too, that era of paintball, because there was these weird like NXL stuff going on. There was like the NXL Pro, and then there was like the MPPL Pro, and then the PSP kind of had like this open thing that was weird. It was like, I don't know. You know. There was no wall in California. That's funny. I don't care, Dan Holiday. I'll let you know how we enabled them and turned them off. That's cool. Cheater modes. Different teams had different modes, of course. Smart parts. Yeah, I had one on my Angel. I don't remember what I did, though. I think that I had to, like, hold the trigger down and turn the gun on, and then release the trigger, but keep holding the power button. I don't know. There was some, like, weird thing to get it into, like, full auto. And then it was like, this is when it was semi in the PSP, so this must have been 2004. And it would go to, my gun would go to uncapped full auto for like 20 seconds or whatever, so I could like be like just crazy off the brake. I'm definitely down for more paintball history, especially the golden age before the recession. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I call them nostalgia bait videos. So it's just all nostalgic. And that's kind of why we're going to do this illegal guns thing. There'll be a lot of like old talk in there and things. I really would like to get a gun though. It'd be really cool to get a gun with one of the boards in it, but I don't know if it's that big a deal because if I really wanted to, we could probably like just make it weird with, you know, a Virtue board or like a Tadao board from back in the day. I mean, everyone would even use those things when they weren't even like trying to be super secret about it. Terry Fong would set activation for your Timmy board on his laptop. Probably not anymore though. He probably can't do it anymore. Terry's a good guy. Terry and I had a bunch of drama, not like a bunch of drama, but we had at one point I was talking about their guns and he got upset at me, which he should have, you know. I was like telling people about how they cheat and stuff. Trauma had one. Couldn't remember if Strange did too. Probably. Thanks, Dan. I know Mitch Karn. Mitch Karn. I don't know why that's familiar. I don't know. Cheating paintball guns. The illegal guns that changed paintball. So the whole timeline, we'll read you the timeline of this video. So we're going to start out, this is the beginning of the video is going to be, for the first 15 years, paintball was slow and played in the woods. And then all of a sudden, players have always wanted to shoot faster. They've modded their guns, they had weird shooting styles. You know, dudes are like being an idiot with their autococker. But there were technical limitations. Then electronic guns came out and they started shooting 7 to 8 balls a second, but it was still kind of slow. Companies started to figure out ways to make their guns faster by adding electronic eyes. Electronic hoppers got popular. Loaders like the Halo 2 and the Intimidator came out. Guns were shooting much faster because they're better equipment, but also because the race to faster guns has caused rampant cheating. It got out of hand, and then I'm going to talk about like what we did to cure said problem. We'll see if it's interesting. I gotta think of a thumbnail. I mean, I think that thumbnails and titles, unfortunately, are like the most important thing to all these videos. So I gotta think about a good title, thumbnail. At one point, I had a custom NXE board, NXE, for like the NXE Enemy? NXE board with Bluetooth to turn off and on for someone watching. Gee whiz. I don't really remember. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta put feelers out to like some other pro guys that played at those times to see if I can get like just stuff that I don't really remember. Like, you say the Bluetooth, and I'm like, man, like, I vaguely remember that. MPPL, well, that's I think MPPL for sure had those Virtue boards they were putting in. Maybe, is that what we mean? Is that what we mean? Oh, that might be. I don't know. Yeah, I was going to talk about those Virtue boards too. I actually have a friend that has the Virtue boards from the MPPL still. Those were interesting. I mean, the MPPL ones, those weren't at least to control anything. It was to get stats or whatever. Yeah. Zyzik talks about the cheating guns. Well, there we go. I can paintball nerd Zyzik. He might be helpful. Huh. Yeah, just thinking. It's still so hot in here. Dave, my first marker was a Smart Parts Ion. I remember thinking I needed to upgrade everything. That's funny. NXE didn't even make any... Oh, NXE. I'm thinking of NXE. I don't know why. I didn't even think about NXE like the pack company, huh? NXT didn't even make anything electronic products for paintball, but had a business related to PCB design. Crazy. Huh. Everybody had crazy guns. It was crazy. It's like, you know, watching the MPPL, it was like, oh, it's semi-uncapped, and guys would be like, burt, burt, burt. Like, what? Like, it's like a rail gun out there. I mean, that guy's shooting 25 balls a second. And I was reading something. I can't remember what I was reading. Yeah, I was probably on Warpig, and someone was saying the reason that they chose 15 balls a second. The reason they chose 15 balls a second is because they're like, the average paintball player can shoot 15 to 20 balls a second. And I was like, what the fuck? That's insane. No, they can't. Everyone was just so used to crazy rate of fire. They're like, well, we'll just put it at 15. And I'm like, the 15's insane, dude. Like, I don't think, like, hardly anybody can shoot a legal paintball gun at 15 balls a second, you know. I think that if you're shooting 15, it's probably a little bit of bounce or a little bit of something in there. I also want to talk about the robot. I got to talk about the Angel and whoever made that robot for those things. So. Old Soul, my old boss said that they would make the race gun frame run a ramp mode and even programming a skip to make it sound like you were shooting semi. For sure. I'm so glad those days are gone, though. I mean, it was kind of exciting, but Eric says NXL is 2004 was full auto. The whole entire year? I have some information that contradicts that. I can probably find it. I just forgot to save it in my... Okay, so there's this. This is what makes me wonder. This is what makes me wonder exactly when these things happened. So this is Warpig. Warpig's like the source for good information, I feel like, in the past, especially Bill Mills. I mean, Bill started this thing, and he's a very, very good source of information, I would say. Here we go. So this was written July of 2004. So kind of right in the middle of that season. It says one current rule under consideration for change is the restriction to true semi-automatic operation. And this is all about the NXL. This is not like PSP. This is the specific NXL in 2004. Here we go. Computer concern. Well, the use of microphone is modern tournament legal paintball guns cheating by increasing the rate of fire with the past number of trigger pulls is a serious concern. Software can be potentially blah blah. So right there they talk about you know, changing the actual rate of fire. And there's something about like the MPPL can't do it, so we might have to go to they can't unlock a cheater mode hidden in software. So this is talking about them changing the rules and like voting on stuff. But this was July of 2004, so it's like halfway through the season. So yeah, I don't know. I just gotta ask around. I think I gotta ask some people. Man, to bounce, I'm just so glad all those stupid gun things are gone. I kind of wish that we could have semi, though, in some form or fashion, somewhere in some league. But it's just so hard to get, like, a true, real semi-auto that it's hard for dudes. I mean, guys can't not cheat. So it's difficult. I wish we could do it. I mean, we kind of have it with the mechanical stuff. that'd probably be one way to get rid of it, is just have all mechanical guns. I think we've gotten to the point where, I did that the EMEC double trigger conversion where I cut the trigger guard off my my EMEC, I'm sorry, and installed that double trigger from Super Stanchy Customs. And dude, I can rip on that thing. I mean, I can shoot that just as fast as an electronic gun. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's not better or worse, or I don't know. Somewhere in Warpig was an agreement in 1997 to 98 about capping electronic guns to 9 balls a second. Huh. I mean, electronic guns really kind of just came out, though. I mean, because that's 97 is when the new tech shocker, their Noomtech or Pneumatech shocker came out, and then 1998 was when the Angel was released. I don't know. I definitely never experienced any of that. They could have probably talked about it, but I don't know. Bearded Works, do you think we'll see a classic series emerge in the future, aka not modern mechanical guns? What do you mean? Like, just pump guns only? The PVI is like fucking pneumatic something. It's like something weird. I'll tell you right now. Oh, I thought do I not have, like... Maybe I do not have information. I thought I put notes of that down earlier. I guess not. I don't know. Maybe they're in my reference area. Nope. It is kind of funny, though, looking back at, like, PB Nation. Everyone on Paintball Nation is like, we're all doomed. We're screwed. Old guns, cockers, mags, pump, spiders. Man, I don't know. I bet that like half of the people out there already are playing with cockers, though. I mean, I don't like how the rate of fire has gotten so high on these guns, though. But this is hilarious. This is in February 2005, and like all these are about how it's gonna like kill people. This is crazy. Like, look at this person's upset at ramping. They're like, new PSP rules could kill paintball because 2005 is the first year that we started ramping. What would happen if a paintball player was killed playing the sport? I know it's very scary to think about. I hope it never happens, but it could. And I think the PSP is making the probability higher for the chance. It's kind of funny. This person's like, it's just all about people like worrying about people dying. It's so weird. It takes a single shot to the temple to cause unconsciousness. Repeated shots to the temple can induce a coma and or cause death. It's funny. 2005. So go back and find some old stuff, and people have been complaining about paintball forever. It's kind of interesting. Ion was a flagship build your own piece of shit gun. What? Oh, Ion, let's go with the Ion was the flagship build your own piece of shit gun. Yeah, kinda. Although I really liked the Ion. I thought you were talking about the invasion of Normandy at first. I really liked the Ion, but one of the problems with the Ion was there were probably too many aftermarket parts, right? So you'd get that one guy who's like, I got this bolt, I got this trigger, I got this other bolt piece, I got this whole new trigger frame, I got this whole new body, I got this piece, and there's all these things, and you're like, I wonder if my gun doesn't work. I'm like, well, you got like 18 different company parts on your gun. I mean, that might have something to do with it. So like those guns were great, but you'd get like crazy, whatever, crazy guns. Rick O, where we go. See, how do you pronounce that, though? Is it New Ventures? New Ventures Industries? But it's kind of like pneumatic. It's kind of weird. That's very true. Some brain says, that dude on PB Nation wasn't playing back then. No idea what it was like, because 2005 we were destroying each other in every series. That's true, though. I mean, if anything, ramping would probably, like, maybe be better, you know? I don't know. It's crazy how much we shoot people now, though. Or back then, dude, people got blasted all the time. It's crazy. You guys are talking about stock boards and... Good Lord. How about any paintball clinics? What about them? The E-Tech 5 was my best investment. I love the E-Tech 5. I mean, I loved my E-Tech 5. I mean, I think I probably shot one for like 2 years. I loved it. It was fantastic. Mine was just stupid. Not stupid. It was just super inefficient. Mine just wasn't very air efficient at all. The thing shoots amazing, though. I mean, it was kind of just like a LV2 or an LV1 that was like half the price or something, third of the price. It was rad. I remember going in 2005 with my Spider, excited to use it and getting my face melted by older kids using Angels. You know, at least it doesn't happen that much anymore. For a few reasons, I think people have a little bit more respect for paintball, and you're not going to see as many just jackasses in the paintball field just trying to fuck people up. You know, you're going to see maybe that guy, but there's also people at the field that will probably talk to him and be like, dude, you don't got to like shoot people like that, especially like new players, you know. At least where I play, I know that people are probably a little bit more respectful now. Yeah. And I think guns shoot better, so they're more accurate, so we're not shooting. You don't really have to shoot as much. Yeah, I don't know. I could be insane. Nick Cole says, 2004 to 2008 was the best of times and the worst of times. Paintball clinics. What's about paintball clinics? I'm going to keep hitting this like little, go buy some merch and, you know, hey, check out these. (2005, 2008) was the best. You got the whole modern mech through electro guns. 1985, when we saw Air America, the Constant Air. When was Constant Air introduced? Quick question. I know, I can tell you exactly. It's part of my paintball timeline I made. Or not. I can tell you exactly the year it was introduced. Most people don't even know what Constant Air is. Just tells you how old we are. You agree, Dana, with what? I don't know. I talk so much, it's hard to know. I don't know. I think that we always like the best times were this time, right? I think that the best times with anything are the times that maybe you're younger, or it's when you're more invested in stuff, you know? Think that like, because no matter who you ask about, I think anything, most people are going to be like, oh, it used to be better. You know, you talk about anything. You talk about baseball or basketball or whatever, it's like, oh, I used to like it more back in the day. More spiders. Oh, that might be the same one, though. It used to be better back in the day, and I don't know. Like, I can understand that, like, you know, early 2000s people nostalgic for, but I think that's because it was exciting then, because for me, at least, that's when it was new, and, you know, I just started around that time, and you know, paintball was big and it was growing and there was stuff happening, but dude, there's no question that like just playing paintball, I have more fun doing that now. I think that our equipment is so much better that it just makes it more fun. You know, I have very, very seldom days or very few days where I actually have problems with any equipment, you know. Stuff just works. And 10, 15, 20 years ago, there were all kinds of problems. You know, you had to have multiple hoppers and multiple guns, and now I just show up the paintball field and just, you know, would dick around and have no problems. So I think that I have more fun now on the days that I go to the paintball field, but I'm certainly less excited about it, right? Because when I first started, I couldn't sleep. When I was 18, 17 years old and I first started playing paintball, you know, I'd go to the field Saturday or go Sunday, and I literally couldn't sleep the night before. I'd be so excited to go play. So I don't get that way anymore. But I really do think I have more fun playing now. You know. I do not miss marker maintenance. Yeah, stuff just sucked back in the day. Like, just didn't, like, it didn't work well, you know? Nothing was manufactured well. It was difficult to manufacture stuff. And now everything's just made so well. Just like Sack Root says, pumps are still the best guns. One of these days I'll play pump. One of these days. One of these days. That's on the list of things to do this summer, is play pump. I want to make the first time I played pump video. I still no one. Oh, there was a constant air guess. I was in middle school. Constant air was a thing. 86, 87. What do I have on my thing? I think that's what I have. I have 1986. I have constant air introduction, claiming that no longer being limited to somebody said that there was a quote that it's going to ruin paintball. That's funny. Hunter, no, not yet. I'm going to do it literally right after this. So I'm probably going to leave here in a few minutes, and then I'll pop on like Facebook, and there'll be a live stream in the actual Facebook Paintball Ruined My Life group. At least in the next 30 minutes. For sure in the next 30 minutes. So you don't have to be there. I just email whoever wins. So GP Cheech says, it felt like there were more private label guns back then. For sure there were. I don't miss duct tape holding hoppers together, though. Yeah. I liked the electrical tape. There certainly were. I mean, there for sure were. There were just more companies in general making, like, higher-end guns. I think that the market's gotten so consolidated now. I mean, Planet Eclipse is just taken away, and they're just taken off, you know, and outselling everyone by leaps and bounds. You know, it's kind of like cell phones or whatever. You know, think about, like, you know, when smartphones first came out and started getting popular, at least, we'll say like 2007 or 8, 9, somewhere in there. There were a lot of phone companies, right? I mean, many manufacturers making phones. And now it's like Apple. It's like Apple and Samsung. There's really kind of two. You know, most people have one of those. And it's kind of like paintball, you know? I mean, there's only kind of a couple manufacturers because they've kind of like stepped away so much. Benjamin Nelson, I totally forgot to do the goddamn Patreon giveaway. I totally forgot. No, I totally forgot today completely. I totally didn't do it. I'm going to do it. Not today, because I totally spaced my mind yesterday and today. I meant to try to figure out yesterday what I was going to give away. I'm looking around because I'm like, what am I doing? I totally forgot. I thought about it earlier, but no one asked, so I just blasted through it. I'm still going to. I'll just do one tomorrow. I'll just do one tomorrow on Patreon, and I'll just like upload it to Patreon or something. 100% totally forgot. Like I said, I meant to figure out what I was going to do with products yesterday, and then I don't know. It totally skipped my mind. I don't know. I was like thinking about trying to do it right now, but I kind of can't. I got to set it all up. It's not the simplest thing. I'll do one tomorrow. I promise. It's going to be the last one, though. Damn one idle. No. Damn it. I totally forgot. I really did. Someone mentioned something earlier, and I was like... I'm still doing it, though. I don't know what, though. I said I still don't know what I'm giving away. We'll figure out something. It's going to be in that $200 to $300 price. That's for sure. 1990. The only company that used to do custom on markers was Vintage Paintball. They haven't been making custom recently. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Those, like, actually custom milled guns. Then, did you ever get to try out the SAS Freak Kit? No. Well, sorta, but I mean... I mean, the whole point of that kit was to try to, like, super underbore. I always thought of something. The whole point of that kit was to, like, super underbore to, yeah, just be able to get, like, more efficiency or whatever. And I just don't have paint that fits in the goddamn thing. So I haven't been able to actually test it because I don't have paint that actually fits in it. I just thought about it. I was going to try, I was like... I'm going to the field this weekend, and I was like, I can try it again, and maybe I should give that away. Should I do that? Should I just wait until next week, and do it? That's what I'm doing. We're not doing, okay, Patreon raffle thing, we're not doing it. I'm going to do it next weekend, and I'm going to try to do it with this. I will try to use, I'm going to try to use these inserts, and we'll give away a Adrenaline SAS insert kit. If it works. If it does not work and I still can't test it, I still want to keep it and test it when I can. So I'll have to figure out another thing. I don't know. That's what we're doing. There's so many things happening. I just keep losing track of stuff. Which high-pressure air tank to date has the best lifespan till it expires? You're going to have to find those First Strike bottles. There are some First Strike bottles that have like that 47-year lifespan. It's kind of hard to tell online, though, which bottles are which. But the First Strike bottles have that 47-year lifespan. It's so long, though. I mean, even 15 years is a long-ass time, I think. So, yeah. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm going to leave. I got to go over to the Facebook Paintball Ruined My Life group. We're going to do the drawing for the Lux Idol. If you did, like Ben, if you expected me to do the raffle, sorry. I'm going to try to test those inserts, though, on Saturday, and we're going to see how it goes. And if it goes good, then I'll give them away. If it doesn't, then I'm going to do something else. Okay. In the meantime, guys, maybe think about joining and being a member. You know, look at the memberships on this YouTube thing. That's kind of what we were talking about Patreon. We're switching away from Patreon and going all over to YouTube memberships. So think about it. Think about supporting the channel. It's only $9.95 or $9.99. We're just going to say $10 a month. And you're going to get a couple perks in there. You can follow that link right there, and it will actually tell you what you get. All right. Come back Saturday. No, not Saturday. What the heck? Come back next Thursday. We'll do another live stream. I might try to have a guest. We might have a trial run guest on here just to kind of see if it works and stuff. MLG, is lifespan different than hydro? Yeah. So your tank needs to be hydro tested every 5 years. But no matter what happens, your tank is only good for 15 years total from the day it was made. So even if, like, you know, say you bought a tank, what the hell year is it? I don't know. Say you bought a tank 15 years ago and you never hydro tested it. It's still past its 15-year lifespan. So like those first strike tanks, you can, hydro every 5 years, but you could hydro it for 47 years. You could do a bunch of different hydros, more than 3. Live stream Texas? I'm probably going to. I'll probably do the finals again. Kind of like we did with Vegas. Vegas. Dave gifted 5 memberships. Look at all you guys just got memberships. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. We'll give you. You gotta use the. You can use the custom emojis. The fog one. Heck yeah! All you guys get memberships. Nick gets a membership. Adam Enright gets a membership. Boomer T, Gusty, and Diego. Heck yeah, dude. Appreciate it. Freaking awesome. I don't know how that works. They're probably good for a month, right? They're probably like freaking awesome. Awesome. Chris Raymond, I think that's you. If not, I don't know. Okay, guys. Thank you so very much, guys. Anyone who did the super chats? Derek, Chris, Schwartz in there, Dave with those 5 gifted super chats, and Delmont with, not super chats, 5 gifted memberships, dude. Freaking awesome. Delmont signed up for a membership today. You guys are great. You helped encourage this Paintball Ruin My Life thing along. But come back next week. I can see my stuff lagging out. Come back next week. I got to do a live stream over on the Paintball Ruin My Life Facebook group to be able to give away this Lux Idol. I'll be back. Thanks, guys. Really.